Okay, here we have a cubic equation, and we are told that this cubic equation, where the right-hand side is equal to 0, has three positive, distinct integer roots. And the wording there is absolutely crucial. Now, if we're going to solve a cubic equation, actually, sometimes it helps to think of a quadratic. If you're thinking of a quadratic equation, such as x squared plus 5x plus 6 is equal to 0, to find the roots we would factorize. So in this case we would go x plus 2 and x plus 3 is equal to 0. And notice that the 2 and the 3, the 6 comes from the 2 multiplied by the 3. And from this we would get our two roots, which would be x equals minus 2, x equals minus 3. So in this case we have got two negative distinct integer roots, which are minus 2 and minus 3. So let's have a think about this cubic now. Now for a cubic, the reason you have three roots is that when you factorize a cubic, if it factorizes, you will get three brackets, and each of those brackets will have a solution. Now in this case, you are told that there are three distinct roots, which means that these three brackets must all be different. And it also says that the roots, the roots will be integers, which means that the three numbers that go here, here, and here must be whole numbers. They must be integers. And it also says that all three roots must be positive, which means that there must be a minus sign there, and a minus sign there, and a minus sign there. So all we actually have to do here is work out what these three numbers are. Now the clue here is, in this case for quadratic, the 6 comes from multiplying these two numbers together. For a cubic, this minus 26 comes from doing this number multiplied by this number multiplied by this number. So let's have a look at 26, and let's have a look at the factors of 26. Well, 26 can only be written as 1 times 26 and 2 times 13. So 26 only actually has three different factors. Now what we've actually got to have here is three numbers that multiply together to make minus 26. But if we look at the 26, we can't actually use the 26, because if we do 26 times 1 times 2, well, that's already going to be 52. So forget the 26. I can see that if I do 1 times 2 times 13, well, actually that is 26. So one of my brackets must be x minus 1, one of them must be x minus 2, and the last one must be x minus 13. Now what we need to do is actually find out the values of a and b here, and I can see that if I just remove the brackets here, I will get back to a cubic. Now to remove the brackets, first of all, I'm not going to do anything with the x minus 1, I'm just going to leave that as it is, and I'm going to multiply these two brackets together. Well, that's going to give me x squared minus 13x minus 2x, well that's minus 15x, and then that's plus 2 13s, which is 26. Okay, and now what I want to do is remove the brackets completely. So first of all, I'm going to multiply each of these terms in the second bracket by x. Well, that's going to give me x cubed. X times minus 15x, well, that's minus 15x squared. And then x times 26 is plus 26x. And then I'm going to multiply each term in this second bracket by minus 1. So that's going to be minus x squared, and then plus 15x, and then minus 26. And that is equal to 0. Shouldn't really have an equals there. Now if I collect everything together, I've now got x cubed minus 15x squared minus another x squared, well that's minus 16x squared, plus 26x plus 15x is plus 41x, and then minus 26, and there we have the equivalent equation to this one here. So a then is minus 16 and b is equal to 41.